There was a fire in my veins. A dark side of me tugging at my heart. I was no longer a man of peace and love. I have become a man of violence and revenge. I knew it was wrong. My lover always said, revenge will not change anything. It just creates more chaos and destruction. Revenge is never the right path to take. I felt guilty thinking about what I was planning to do, but nothing could change my mind. I would get vengeance. No matter the consequences. I had nothing left. I had nothing to lose. I would destroy the Angels of Fire. The cult that took my family from me. The cult I once was part of. My ex-best friend, Asher, the leader of the Angels of Fire, would pay. I disobeyed his order to kill a prisoner. I freed them instead. In return, Asher killed all of my family. He was now my arch-enemy, my nemesis. Assel, my loyal wolf, stood by my side waiting for my command. Assel's dark blue eyes looked up at me, pleading as if he knew what I was about to do. His black fur coat shone in the sunlight. I put on a dark green cloak hiding my raven black hair and dark brown eyes. I grabbed my bow and arrow engraved with the runes used in Norse mythology. Assel followed me to my headquarters. I needed a plan. I could not go in blindly. It should not be too hard since I knew Asher's skills and abilities. I also knew the outlay of the Angels of Fire's headquarters if they were not smart enough to change it. I used my handprint to get into my headquarters. I went to my bookshelf to grab a long scroll with a map on it that I made the first time I joined the Angels of Fire. It was a map of everything in our small little town. I felt a pressure behind me. How did someone get in here? I turned around and aimed an arrow on whoever was behind me. Assel lets out a low growl but waits for my command. It was a woman with long blonde hair and eyes the color of blood. No need to be alarmed. I am here to help, she says quickly, looking at the arrow I had pointed at her head. How did you get in here? Why are you here and who are you? I said in a loud booming voice. I kept my bow and arrow aimed at her. She slowly backed away from me. Her red eyes are full of fear. I want to help you take out Asher. My name is Morgiana. I am second in command of the Water Guardians. The Angels of Fire have kidnapped our leader, and I need help getting her back. We can help each other accomplish our goals, she said in a calm, quiet voice. I put my bow and arrow down. Morgiana signs in relief. I could use some help, I said thoughtfully. You still did not tell me how you got in here, I said. Assel went over to Morgiana's side. Morgiana stepped away from him. He is not going to hurt you. He is friendly, I told her. I followed you here. I slipped in the door behind you, she said. Meet me here with your group tomorrow. I will inform all of you of our plan, I told her. She nods in agreement and then leaves. The next day, a group of 4 boys and 2 girls show up at my headquarters. Everyone take a seat, I said, pointing to the black metal chairs I set out the day before. They all sat down. First, I would like all of your names, I said. All of them just stared at me in silence. Come guys. Introduce yourselves, Morgiana told them. My name is Ivy, the other girl said. Her long dark brown hair and green eyes remind me of my past lover. My name is Archie, said a boy with blonde hair and brown eyes. My name is Bruce, said a boy with red hair and blue eyes. My name is Ragnar, said a boy with brown hair and blue eyes. My name is Petros, said a boy that had the same blonde hair and red eyes as Morgiana. What was with the weird red eyes? He is my brother, Morgiana said. Well, as you all probably know, my name is Leon, I told them. I paused for a few seconds going over all of their names in my head. Ivy stood up. Everyone listen up closely. This is the plan, she said. Stop, right there. I already have a plan and I am in charge here? I told her. Ivy's blue eyes glared at me coldly. Who put you in charge? Ivy challenged me. I did. You came to me for help, not the other way around? I said. Ivy opened her mouth to say something but Morgiana cut her off. Let it go, Ivy. We need his help, Morgiana said. Ivy glared at her coldly, but did not say anything else. Now, 2 will attack from the left side. 2 from the right. 2 from the front and 1 from the back. We will attack when I give 1 sharp whistle. I said. Everyone shifted in their seats. We have to be fast and diligent. Do not let anyone escape. Do not kill anyone unless it is absolutely necessary. Do not worry about Asher. He is mine to kill. I said. Plans for getting our leader back? Ivy asked. You can find her and get her after I give you the signal too, which will be 3 shrap whistles. Morgiana and Archie will take the left side. Bruce and Ivy will take the right side. Ragnar and Petros will take the front. I will take the back. Understood? I said, looking at all of them. Understood? Morgiana spoke for all of them. You can each take 1 weapon that you are the best with. Just tell me and I will supply the weapons? I said. I am best with a bow and arrow? Ivy said. The same weapon I used. I am good with a handgun, Morgiana said. Same? Petros said. I do too? Bruce added. I am best with a knife, Archie said. I am best with a sword, Ragnar said. I went to the back of the room and opened the black obsidian leading to my weapon room. Shelves full of all kinds of weapons filled the room. I got a basket and put all the requested weapons into it. I went back out and locked the door behind me. I distributed the weapons out to each of them. Are we all ready? I asked. They all nodded their heads yes. Let's go. Stay behind me and follow me in a single file line? I told them. I left Ansel at my headquarters. I could not risk him getting hurt. We marched to the angles of fire headquarters and took our places as quickly as possible. I gave 1 sharp whistle, and we all went into attack. I went in the back. The 7 of us surrounded their main room. There were about 20 people there with Asher in the center of the room. We were outnumbered but we also were more skilled. At first no one noticed us. Surrender now in peace or start a war. We have you surrounded, I yelled. Asher looked up at me surprised. You're outnumbered. You could never win. I will give you 3 seconds to get out of here? Asher said with a cold grin on his face. I decided not to respond to his arrogance. I aimed an arrow at Asher's head and let it go. Someone jumped in front of him, taking the arrow, saving his life. This would not be easy. My team worked together quickly, taking all the members of the Angels of Fire out. Soon Asher was the only one left. Ivy had a bullet wound in her shoulder. Petros had an arrow piercing his thigh. Ragnar has a deep scratch on his face. Some of my team was injured but all alive. Asher looked at me with fear in his eyes. My lover's voice echoed in my head not to do it. Then images of my family's dead bodies flashed in my head. I whispered, I am sorry, my love. Then I let go of an arrow hitting Asher in the head. He died instantly. I did not bother to whistle 3 times to find their leader. Why all stay here? I will go find your leader and set her free? I said. Ivy collapsed down on the ground. Morgiana rushed to her side to help give her aid. I went up the stairs leading to the 2nd floor. There were 3 more members of the Angels of Fire hiding in the shadows nearby. I left them alone. There had been enough death. I went into the last room and found the prison cell where their leader was being contained. The keys were on a desk nearby. I got the keys and inserted them into the lock. Who are you? What are you doing? Said the small girl with long curly red hair and blue eyes. My name is Leon. Your water guardians came to rescue you. I had my own business to take care of here, so I lead your team? I said. I opened the door of the cell, and she followed me back down the stairs. What is your name? I asked. I realized no one ever told me the leader of the water guardian's name. Iris? She said. Iris gasped when she saw the bruises on some of her team. Hand me your phone? Iris told Morgiana. She dialed a number. I need you here ASAP. I have 3 injured guardians? She said, then hung up. Good doing business with you? I said. I slipped out the door quietly and headed back to my headquarters. Ansel greeted me as I came in. I had completed my mission. I thought I would feel good after I killed Asher, but all I felt was guilt. It would be a part of me my whole life.